Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Browns going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the carry there, it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Watson now on second down. He goes underneath to Abdullah, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's go! 3-19! On second down, here's Watson. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Jackson on the carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They run again with Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Here we go. 1-9.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
They run the counter now on first down. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Check A2. All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, land it.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Here we go now. Boom, land it.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw, Kaiser. And his throw here's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
From the gun, Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And the Browns getting set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be shoved to the turf that time, right on the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if
second down following the run. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Watching now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Jackson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
Kaiser now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Kaiser now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it with Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Second down, Kaiser. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Third and long for Kaiser. Looking deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Watson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Watson now looking to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Watson off play action. Looking long for Westbrook. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First down now, but that clock rolling.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Watson looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. You folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Space to maneuver at the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
And now it's 2nd and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try
and nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is now a 1-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Here's Kaiser. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go!
Play action now. Kaiser going up top. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go!
They run a draw here on second down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Kaiser just getting the play off. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter on for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
1st and goal here from the 2. The fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through it. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Watson. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Green, 39.
Now it's Watson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. First and 10, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air, Watson on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go play action. Kaiser. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Red 38.
From the gun, Kaiser. He finds Coleman. Corey Coleman, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 91 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Let's go.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. They go play action here on first down. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And to give this time to the tailback. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, here's Crowell, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, Crowell, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is going.